Hey, quick question. What do these jobs have in common? Accountant, carpenter, beautician, electrician, photographer, graphic artist, interior designer, choreographer, writer, chef, seamstress. They all work in the Oklahoma film industry. And there's a place for you to join the action. Learn more about starting your film career in Oklahoma by visiting okfilmmusic.org/getting started.
Hello and welcome to the 20th Annual Virtual deadCenter Film Festival. My name is Yusuf Kazemi and I am the Outreach and Production Manager for the Oklahoma Film and Music Office. We're thrilled to be a sponsor of the festival and are so thankful to be able to present our OF+MO Film School series to you this afternoon. Our next session features virtual auditioning with Ricki Maslar. So sit back, stay tuned. If you're watching through social media, engage with us in the comments section and stay tuned after the presentation for a live Q&A with Ricki. Thank you for watching and we'll be back shortly.
Hi, I'm Ricki Maslar. I am thrilled to be part of the deadCenter Film Festival and to be sharing with you some insights into casting and the casting office and self-tapes. But first I want to talk very quickly about what's happened. The whole idea of production during this pandemic has been a bit intimidating. However, Oklahomans are amazing and creative and resourceful. And we're always looking for innovative ways to move our industry forward, which is what's happened. The proud spirit of Oklahomans always shines and creates new ways to deal with challenges. Through that spirit, I know that this industry will grow and thrive to unimagined heights. I've just been part of putting together and casting the first movie that's gone back into production. It is a full SAG movie and it was approved. The producers went to unimaginable lengths to be sure that the crew and the actors on the set were safe, including having COVID-19 tests before they went to set. So I can't say enough about the spirit of those people in wanting to move the industry forward, and I was very grateful to be part of that. As filmmakers, we can lead this state to a stronger economy and a new and brighter future. Imagination and innovation will get us to the other side of this. God puts rainbows in clouds, and we as filmmakers capture them for all to see. That's the spirit of filmmaking in Oklahoma, and I'm very proud to be part of that. Our amazing film commission has been there to handhold us and walk us through this step by step while they're putting together their guidelines for future filmmaking here to keep us as talent and crew safe. So I'm very, very happy to be part of this amazing deadCenter Film Festival 20th anniversary celebration, where we're not just celebrating film, but we're celebrating a great man who helped put us on the map nationally and in the film festival circuit, Mr. Lance McDaniel. With that said, I would like to take you through the new frontier of casting, which will be more and more virtual casting. I don't know that we're going to have casting offices like we used to. This is my casting office. I have been fortunate enough to be able to work from my home and to work with EcoCast, which is a breakdown service, and with a new audition service that I've been able to utilize through Breakdown called We Audition, which you're going to hear more about that in the future. So let's take it step by step. So an EcoCast is a self-tape. Self-tapes are really amazingly important because it allows you to control the audition that we see. So my preliminary calls are always on self-tapes. The self-tapes can be done with a service, which there's many of them out there, and they can also be done in your own home studios. Home studios are not hard to put together. There are amazing lighting packages that are very inexpensive. I suggest getting a halo light. That's the light that I'm using to light this with right now. And it has a clip on it that allows you to put your iPhone on it, because the iPhone camera, very honestly, is probably better than the camera that you have. Otherwise, there are casting offices and coaching offices and acting studios throughout the state of Oklahoma that will set up a self-tape for you, and they'll coach you through it and tape you and send it off for you. So your choice, a home casting office, a home self-tape office, or utilizing someone's services for doing it, totally up to you. When you use your home casting office, find a background that is somewhat plain. I personally don't mind a little bit of design on it like you see behind me. However, most people usually utilize a sheet or a backdrop. If you utilize a backdrop, go towards the more neutral colors. Go towards the grays and the blues. Even green and black will work. What doesn't work is whites, light pinks, yellows. It tends to sallow your skin and you start to blend in with the background, especially if you're blonde and you use a pink backdrop. That backdrop will cause you to melt into it. So my suggestions are utilizing more neutral colors, not a lot of designs. We want to see you. I don't want to play Where's Waldo when I'm looking at a self-tape to try and find the actor. Also, the other thing that I wanted to bring to your attention is a reader. You can utilize a reader on a self-tape service that I'm going to talk to you about in just a few minutes, or if you have a friend that can come over and do it with you, they can do it on Skype on a computer in front of you and feed your lines back to you, or you can record them earlier and then feed them back to yourself. That's a little bit different and a little tricky. But if you're going to utilize a reader, take the time to rehearse and acquaint the reader with what you're doing. In my casting room, I always utilize an actor that's a reader because I feel like that they're going to give you a stronger sense of the scene and up your game when you're performing for myself and or the director. How do you make a good impression? Well, to be very honest, on self-tapes, it's not quite like it is in an audition room. The audition room is the second you walk through the door. The first words that come out of your mouth are going to implant an impression into my mind and into my director's mind. However, on a self-tape, I want to see you in your character. I'd like to see a slate either at the beginning or at the end. If you want to do the slate at the end, that's fine. Keeping your accent, if there's an accent in it, could be important to you, especially if it's going to throw you off during your taping. So if you need to have the accent in your slate, that's fine. If you don't need it, go back to your natural accent. Also, accents are a big deal, especially on self-tape. I expect to see them better than I would in the room. If you can't do the accent, don't attempt it. Nothing is worse than an accent gone bad. So take your time, make your choices, and go forward. There was a reason that you were requested to do the audition, And it's not necessarily because of your accent ability. If you get the job and they need and require an accent, they'll put you with a coach that will help you do that, or give you tapes that will teach you how to do those accents. So let production do their job, you do yours. Create your character. One of the things, and the biggest things that I've seen in self-tapes and in virtual auditions, is people feel that they have to show you how they act, that they will get bigger and louder and try to fill the screen with their presence. Well, that's not necessarily what we're looking for. The self-tapes should be like tuning into a movie. It's less is more. The softer you make your audition, the better. In a self-tape, we can't redirect. So if you want to do it twice, do it twice. One with a more bold choice, which is something I always love to see. One with a more subdued choice. My director will watch both of them. I watch it every single self-tape that comes into my office. So I know what you're doing and I know what you're capable of. I will also go and watch links that I've noticed that people have been adding to their self-tapes to show more diversity. Don't be afraid of doing that. I think that that's a wise thing to do. The more information you can give us about you, the better. Now, don't put on a 45-minute monologue and expect me to sit through it. That's not going to happen. But feel free to show scenes, especially since you have that freedom on a self-tape to upload that to me or to anybody else that is going to be viewing them. Also, be the character. Do the same kind of character work that you would do coming into the audition room. Take a moment, get into that character, and then release all the homework and simply be. That's the best advice I can give you, and that's one of the questions that I'm always asked about how can I make a good impression on you. It's not by being big and huge and da-da-da-da-da. I don't want to see a song and dance. I want to see the character that I'm searching for. One of the most interesting questions that I ever was asked is, what is the difference between a professional or star's audition and the struggling actor or the actor's audition? What's the difference? And the bottom line is confidence. Confidence will win a room, because I want to know that you want to be on that set and that you feel you deserve to be on that set and that you feel that you deserve to create this, have the chance to create this character. And that all comes with confidence. If you do it and you do it well, it's going to show. You don't have to push it. The people that have achieved success in this business or become stars or recognizable names have the ability to exude confidence when they walk in the room. It's not always about being the character in those moments. It's about being comfortable with who you are and being comfortable with your choices. So I do want you to be the character, but the way that you really show me what that character is you are confident in your choices. So don't be afraid to make solid and bold, confident choices and put it on tape. One of the things that I've been doing with the new productions that I've been working on is I've been utilizing a tool called Audition. And I'm going to have a short demo of it at the end of this so you can see what it is. But it's really wonderful. It's a service that I can utilize actually in conjunction with breakdown services that was invented and created by two actors that got tired of waiting for 3 hours on the 405 to get to their auditions, being there for 5 minutes and then leaving. It allows me to do a virtual audition with you and see it on my home computer in my office and tape it while we're doing it and adjust you and give you the adjustments that I need to see in the character. So it's actually interacting with the casting director. What's really wonderful about this service, and we utilized it for this movie that we're doing right now. Actually, I utilized it for 2 commercials that we shot, that were shot here in Oklahoma. One is Real ID and one is a Toyota Financial that was done. And then with this movie, I was able to put the director come into the room online with me and interact with the actor and give them directions in the callback. So I was able to be the reader, the director was able to watch the entire thing and interact with the actor, and the actor never had to leave their home studio, which is great. And that home studio camera, in most instances, was their iPhone or their iPad. It worked so well. And I told you earlier that I truly feel that the iPhone and the iPad cameras are better than the home cameras that you have right now. So don't be afraid to utilize those tools. Be sure you have a good Wi-Fi network that you're connecting to. If you don't have a strong one in your home studio, get a cellular booster, a Wi-Fi booster, and put that in there so the signal can be strong. And if there's a problem with where you're at, find a place that does have a strong Wi-Fi signal. That's huge and that's important. So all these new tools have allowed casting to continue through the pandemic. I know in Los Angeles, some good friends of mine, Jason Kennedy and Susan Bluestein, put out an open call and supplied scenes to people and collected those scenes, and they've been discovering new talent. And I applaud them for that. It is so wonderful that they've been able to do it. And the IT of the industry is rising to the challenge to help make these transitions somewhat painless. So through Breakdown Services, who has a brilliant self-tape called EcoCast that has been very user-friendly for casting directors, because Lord knows I am challenged when it comes to IT. Combining with the We Audition for the actors and the directors, we've been able to collaborate and keep all of this going. So it is phenomenal that can be done even during these times of social distancing that we're doing right now. And this is not a competitive race. This is simply about you as an actor getting comfortable with the tools that are at your fingertips in this day and age to create your art and your craft and share it with us. More collaboration and acceptance. Educating people wanting to learn by asking seasoned professionals, and to become a mentor to the new and upcoming filmmakers, lending your talents to them so they can actually see their vision. I believe there is one of my shorts that's showing here called Code Red that was directed by a brilliant 13-year-old young lady named Ella Janes, and she utilized every tool that was in her filmmaker's toolbox to make that production come to life, and I'm so proud of her and so proud of it. Nothing is going to stop you from doing what you love to do except you. You have to know that. The Office of the Oklahoma Film and Music has been working diligently behind the scenes to keep the industry and to push Oklahoma forward in the industry to make us out there on the cutting edge of what's happening right now. So, with that said, you in your own personal world have to do the work. I've always said to people that the two most powerful words in the universe are I am. And when you put those two words with anything else, you immediately call it into your life. Please don't forget that. I am successful. I am an actor. I am abundant. I am worthy of being seen. I am. Utilize that in your everyday life and start using that self-talk to push you forward. Because what you create and what you do is you play God, because you breathe life into the words on the page. And when you breathe that life into those words, you create and manifest those characters for us to see and for us to share through our work and to touch the audience and create those moments of terror or of spiritual uplifting or just of plain good feelings. You as actors have that responsibility, and filmmakers, to create that kind of content that will touch the world and change the world. We have seen so many horrid things in the last week here in Oklahoma and throughout our nation. And you all as actors have a chance to take us out of those moments of darkness and give us a respite and a brief pause by doing what you do. It is such a gift and such an amazing opportunity that you have. The camera is your friend. Utilize it. I hope you understand where all these wonderful cable series and YouTube and all these things came from are from actors that simply had a lot of energy, and they started picking up their phones and making shorts and posting the productions online, and the studios started watching them and started creating the departments they have for new media. That was created by actors like yourself. So I really want you to take a moment and lift yourself up and know that you are vital for this industry to go forward. One of the questions that I always get when filmmakers are coming into the state, because they've known me in Los Angeles and New York and all over the world, they say, do you have the talent there? And my answer is always an unequivocal yes, we do. Because the talent that we have here trains and they push themselves and they treat it as a full-time job. And that's what people wanted. That's what the filmmakers want to know. With the creation of the new Film Academy, along with everything else that's going on, the opportunities for training are endless. I don't care if you are a seamstress, if you're out of work, look at the Film Academy because we need wardrobe. If you're a makeup artist, we need makeup. If you're a carpenter, we need tools. That we need you in to build production sets. If you're an engineer, if you're a painter, if you're an accountant, it doesn't matter. There is a place for you in this industry because it's a brave new world and we have those opportunities lying in front of us. So consider it. And in casting, it's as easy as turning your camera on, doing the material and sending it to me over the internet. There were days when I first started where I would wait because of FedEx 3, 4, 5 days to get feedback from my producers that were in Europe. That's not the case anymore. Literally, what is said in my office today in the morning is heard literally 5 to 10 minutes later in LA and in New York, and instantaneously for those that are on the phone with me. I have conference calls with filmmakers in Florida, in Los Angeles, in Texas, New Mexico, Chicago, all over the world on a regular daily basis. That kind of instant communication creates opportunities for you all as actors and filmmakers. So, remember your backdrop, remember your lighting, remember your sound, remember your reader, remember to do your homework, and when you get in front of your camera, let it all go. Because it's going to come into my home office, and I will sit and watch it just as if I was watching you on the big screen. With that, I wish you all peace, happiness, and take a moment and familiarize yourself with an amazing app called We Audition, and give yourself permission to learn it and use it. There's also another wonderful side of it for the actor called We Rehearse. And on that, there is no reason for you not to be up to date with everything that you're doing, because you can have and interact with actors. They will rehearse with you over the app. You will find readers that will rehearse with you, coaches that will work with you, and they will also help you with self-tapes. So it's all controlled at your fingertips on your computer. So that's what I have for you. I encourage you to stay involved. Find out what's going on in film in your community. And I hope and pray each one of you are safe and happy. Feel free to reach out with questions. I look forward to hearing them, and hopefully I'll be able to answer them for you. My name is Ricki Maslar. I am a CSA member as well as a Producer Guild of America member. I am very proud to be part of this film community here in Oklahoma. Thank you.
Well, welcome. Hi, Ricki. How are you?
I'm great. Are you kidding? I'm at deadCenter. I'm thrilled.
We're so excited to have you here, and thank you so much for your presentation and sharing the valuable knowledge, especially right now, about virtual auditioning.
It's the way of the future. It's the way movies will be cast for quite some time, I think.
Well, and that's what I wanted to ask you about, like looking ahead to the year as Oklahoma and the country begins to reopen, as films start back. Mm-hmm. Is that what you see moving forward? Is virtual auditioning going to be the way things are done? Is there going to be a blended model? What do you see with that?
Very honestly, I think it's going to be a long time before casting people actually will physically have people in their offices again. I'm seeing that it could be blended. I've been doing virtual casting for over 2.5 years. I did 20 films in 18 and 19 that were all virtually cast. So we never saw people. And I just finished the first film that went back called Harvest of the Heart. And that one was 100% virtually cast. And the thing I love about it is you leave it to actors when they have a problem. They create the solution. So 2 actors, Darren and Richard, got together and they created something called We Audition, to where I can actually interact with the actor and record them on my computer at the same time. It is a real-time audition, and I can add my director into it so he can redirect. It's great.
That's amazing.
It's so much easier, and the commute is a whole lot better.
Absolutely.
Literally the kitchen with the coffee, going to the office and sitting down. And we had people during Harvest of the Heart that were in New York and LA, and we all 3 were were on at the same time. It was amazing.
That's awesome. And with that platform, what would you say are the maybe benefits for the actor that they wouldn't get in the physical audition?
Benefits for the actor is they're still going to have a reader. They're in my room. Unfortunately, it's going to be me. So I apologize to actors before I start, but they're going to be able to just walk into frame and start, which means they can do their prep ahead of time. And they'll know because we bring them in through the audition room, through the universe, and it literally is instantaneous. It saves them time and gas. The reason We Audition was invented, from what I've been told, is because Darren got tired of spending 3 hours in the 405 going from Burbank to Santa Monica. And that's how that whole app started. And it's free to all the actors.
That's amazing.
So the benefits are the fact that they can stay in character, be in character. They're not going to have to make the drive. They're not going to have to interact with other people. They're going to truly be able to take the direction and start.
And to that point, and you kind of just hinted on it, but the benefits for the actors and on the creative side, less traffic for them, but are there other benefits for the creatives who are hiring the actors and in terms of that process?
Because it's a virtual audition, we have access to taping it. We'll be able to tape each one of the redirects the director gives, and they can watch it immediately afterwards. So it's in the queue, so to speak. It's on the computer, and it allows them to actually see what the camera sees.
Right.
So
has your work slowed down during this time, or have you been busier? I mean, you said you've been doing this virtually for a while now, but how has your work adapted? What have you been doing right now during the time of COVID?
Very honestly, my work has been, I'm very blessed because it's been constant. And I work with Europe as well as Oklahoma and LA because I do casting all over. So it's been constant for me. But the best part of it is when I'm done, I can go over to my grandchildren's house and play with them.
Yes.
That's my benefit for COVID because we've been able to really, my kids have been able to be home with their children. I've seen so much growth in family lives. I go outside now and I walk in a neighborhood and the families are actually outside playing with their children. It's heaven. It's just heaven.
Absolutely.
I think there's so many blessings that came with this horrible thing that descended on us. There's been so much growth in family life. There's been so much growth in businesses have found that it's more productive to have their people work virtually. They're getting better results in less time. I think the whole thing has forced us to look at what we do and to value our homes and our family and our friends. Absolutely.
And speaking of adapting, when actors aren't auditioning, what should they be doing right now during this time?
Train. Watch movies, find online classes. There's some wonderful online classes. I'll tell you what I've become hooked on are the master classes. Not just the acting. I mean, come on. When your teacher is Helen Mirren or Jodie Foster, or you're directing, and as an actor you can watch Ron Howard talk about directing, how amazing is that? It's just, that's what you do. It's, garbage in, garbage out. So put good stuff in your mind and get out there and look for the online classes because they're available all over the place. I know here in Oklahoma, the Actor Factory, Chris Freihofer has been doing it. I know Michelle DeLong over at Axe has been training and coaching actors, and I can always tell when an actor is on top of their game because they've worked with their coach or they've been in class. Huge difference. And the online actually makes them more comfortable being on camera because of the class experience, and then moving to the set is not a big deal.
Right. There you go. What about you? You've been in this business for a long time.
I have.
What keeps you going? What inspires you?
Oh, I look at all films like a blank canvas, and I have this big slate of oil paints in front of me, and I get to blend and create. Every single experience that I have is magical because I get to know new people. I watch actors play God, and they literally breathe life into the words and create the character on camera, and it comes to life and it changes people's lives. That's what and when I've done a movie and finished and it finally comes out and people start talking to me about it because they saw it and they loved it, that's my reward. To this day, I still have people talk to me about Twister and Tuskegee Airmen and a movie that I did back in the early 90s called In the Army Now. No, not In the Army. Well, I did do In the Army Now, but Rise and Walk, the Dennis Byrd story, which was such an inspirational story. So what feeds me is the new relationships I form with actors and directors and producers and creatives who all see a world of positive possibilities and not the negatives.
Absolutely.
That's what feeds me and keeps me going. It's an email, a thank you from somebody that I didn't think that it meant a lot to, and they send me an email to tell me how it changed what they did or what they thought. It's really exciting and positive. I love that.
I love that. We love that about you, too.
Thank you.
Well, what is next for you? I know you're doing Harvest of the Heart here, but I'm sure you have a ton of other things lined up.
I do have some things coming up. I've got something called The Cellar Dark that we're going to be doing. I've been working on an amazing movie up in Chicago with another Oklahoma girl, Sarah Clark, is doing the location casting up there. She left Oklahoma, went to Chicago, started Compass Casting, and we're doing a movie called Real Prayers Are Said in German, which is a phenomenal story that so relates to now, because it's about tuberculosis and how the Germans in World War II had the same kind of prejudice that we're dealing with now, and how they were treated by the people in the city. It's such an inspiring story. I'm doing one called Not Too Far From Home in Missouri. I have one of my favorite producers is coming back here, and he's got 3 films lined up.
That's awesome.
And they're doing them simultaneously. And then my new favorite person, Danny Roth, who is the director for Harvest of the Heart, is planning. He loves Oklahoma so much. He's coming back here with about 7 more projects.
That's amazing. So you're here, you're in Oklahoma, you're everywhere.
I am here. I was in LA for a long time, as you know, and was very blessed by that experience. I have so many friends out there, but there is nothing like being back here. The excitement, the energy, the film office, you guys provide so much information. You, Jeanette and Tava and Meredith and all the people that work in that office work continuously to provide opportunities, not just for the people here in Oklahoma, but for the new films and projects that are coming back out.
Thank you for those kind words, and thank you for being here and everything you do for us. There's one more thing I want to mention in terms of coming up next.
Okay.
You are helping with a screenplay live reading tomorrow night.
I am.
Can you please tell us the time? Because I apologize, it escaped me.
It's at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. It's going to be aired through Zoom on the deadCenter virtual site. I'm so excited because the lineup of stars are phenomenal. We've got Academy Award nominee Bruce Davison's doing it. Robert Craighead is doing it. Dee Wallace Stone is doing it. Casey Clyde, who's the new series regular on Yellowstone, is doing it.
Wow.
Tanner Buchanan, who is on Cobra Kai and Designated Survivor, is doing it. And I know Lawrence DeMille, who is actually an Oklahoma native, who is a series regular in multiple series and Burn Notice, is doing it. She's so excited about being
What a
back
lineup.
here.
It sounds amazing.
James Austin Kerr from here
our
is coming.
Oklahoman.
I know, who I adore and love. And it's just, Daryl Cox is doing it.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be amazing.
Make sure and tune into that, everyone. And it sounds like we do have a question from the stream. Okay.
When doing a live virtual audition, what preferences do you have for eyeline?
Eyeline, that's a great, actually a brilliant question. People tend to, in a computer, you want to look just off the camera the same way you would do in a live audition with the casting director. So don't look directly into the camera, however, look just to the side of it. Find a focal point and fix there.
Thank you. From Barry, is a basic account useful or do I need a professional account?
For the We Audition, is that what they're talking about? Okay. Actually, the basic account is all you need. We Audition is a free service to actors and casting directors. It was put together truly out of frustration for actors trying to get to auditions, but it is free. They have another side to it called We Rehearse, and We Rehearse is a side where you can get on and interact with other actors, and I believe there is a charge for that, but the basic account is free, and you don't need to upgrade to do the auditions with me.
Awesome.
Or anybody else.
From Kashia, do light angles bother you in self-tapes if the room is well lit to begin with?
No, they don't. As long as I can see your eyes and your face and hear your voice. It's really important to me to be able to hear you and see you. So if you're standing at the back of the room 8 feet away from your camera, that's not going to help me. I want a 3-button, it's called a 3-button shot. Get it close there, and make sure that you have your eyes lit, because if they're dark, I can't see what's going on.
Thank you. Last one from Trey. How much union versus non-union work is available for actors in Oklahoma?
I think it's pretty split. Oklahoma is a right-to-work state, so there is no differentiation between union and non-union. The non-unions can work the union as easily as they can work non-union. It's the union that can't work non-union jobs, but there are opportunities in both worlds here.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for everyone for submitting your questions. Thank you again, Ricki, for being a part of this. We're so happy to have you here.
I adore you and cannot thank you enough.
you.
And Jeanette, thank you for giving us the questions. The staff at deadCenter has been phenomenal, and please, please explore the beautiful films that are being shown here. They're well worth your time, and they will do nothing but enrich your life. And that's what this whole thing is about.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again. We appreciate you all, and stay tuned for more of our film classes later today and tomorrow.
We Audition makes it easy to audition, rehearse, get advice and self-tape through video chat. To submit to projects, just head to the Auditions and Generals page and apply for suitable jobs with your picture and a note. If the casting director would like to see you, you'll get an email to confirm. Just click the link at the time of the audition, check in with your details, just like in a real audition, and enter the online waiting room. When it's your turn, you'll be connected to the casting director on video chat to perform your audition. After your audition, you can immediately watch back your audition tapes to see how you did. It's a great way to learn and improve, or give yourself a high five for a job well done. If you want to rehearse, get advice, or self-tape, there are 3 different ways to connect with someone instantly. Select a reader or coach who's online and available right now, put out a request for something specific, or connect with someone you already know and work with. To select a reader who's online, just click their picture. You'll see their info and credits and a button to book them. If you need specific help like a certain accent or type of actor, you can request a reader with those skills. Just type the details and click next. Choose how long you need help for and confirm. This alerts all of our members, and available actors who fit the description will jump online to help you within 5 minutes. Just click book, set up your camera and enter the rehearsal room. Your partner will pop right up. In this room you can upload a script for both of you to see. It's great for rehearsing and running lines, and if you need to self-tape, you can do that too. Just hit the button to begin recording, do your scene, click stop, and your tape instantly appears to watch back, download and share. When you're finished, exit the session, leave a review of your reader, and tip or pay them as appropriate. You can also earn money by being a reader. Just turn on your beacon whenever you're online or respond to the email or text message request within 5 minutes. Ready to increase your opportunities? You can with Audition.